that in recent times, the president had more or less endorsed the 5,000 acres to be used, and then right after that, in fact, that is not just the end. Right after that, we know that another chief has said, we are okay with the 20,000 acres. We will give you the 20,000 acres. Don't use just 5,000. How is the Petroleum Hub dealing with this difference in what the people want as against what the chiefs also want?
Okay, thank you very much. I think what the president said is what is close to, or is what would be looked at very carefully. The president said 5,000 hectares.
Okay.
5,000 hectares. I think that was what he said. Now, the 20,000 acres, one-third of that land is actually not going to be used for the building of the hub. One-third of that land is wetland.
Okay.
You have massive area of wetland and lagoons. So what the hub thought of was to take those lands and protect them, those massive wetlands, and protect them so that it will not be abused, because they are environmentally sensitive. And our ministry is Ministry of Energy and Green Transition. So the ministry is poised in transitioning into green energy. So we thought we could convert that, use that for carbon sequestration and all those things.
Okay.
So if we take that out, then indeed the 5,000 hectares that the president said is okay.
So I mean, again, if it was 5,000 hectares that the president has said,
yes,
in acreage, that's about 20,000 acres.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm confused.
Yes.
Okay. So in acreage, what would that be?
In acreage, I think it will be about 8,000, about 13,000 acres.
Okay. So that's more than half.
Yes, that's more than half. But that is what will be needed. That's unless we decide
But the young people are saying that, look, we've seen it with the Osajifo badge, where the lands around were collected, they were not used for anything at all, and people were just thrown out of their lands. We don't want to see the same thing with this. So use 5,000 acres. When you need more, you take more. But don't take all of it without developing it at the same time.
5,000 hectares, the president said.
No, I mean, I am speaking in terms of what the young people are asking for. Why is that proposal not good enough for the project?
Because for phase, one phase would take about roughly 3,000 hectares. One phase would take roughly about 3,000 hectares. And of course, when you build petrochemical industry generally, or refineries, you need buffers for them. And then also don't forget that we're looking at creating a township that will also improve on the amenities of people in the Jomoro area and in the Nzima area. So it's all in the good of the people of the area and Ghana generally. It is not as if land is being taken away. And I think we have explained that to the community. They understood it. That is why some of the chiefs are saying, but if that is so, we are ready. In fact, there was one chief who said the entire Jomoro land is about 600 and, he gave a figure, 690 hectares or so. So 20 hectares alone will not do anything. That's what some of the chiefs said. But we are not fighting over the land. We are trying to express the rationale for the size of the land. So when the president said 5,000 hectares, we thought, well, that's doable.
That's doable.
Because that would be exactly what the hub would require if we have to go through the same level of development that we intend.
But you're still going to take the rest for the wetlands.
The wetland, no. So then we won't take it. So we can keep it, we can leave it out, and then do what we want to do anyway without having to take it. Because after all, if we take the wetland, it means we pay more. So now, if you are not taking it, it reduces the amount of compensation, land compensation that you want to pay. And I think because people were talking about this, and so the president wanting to ensure that development takes place as quickly as possible, said, okay, if that is the case, why don't you reduce it to this level? What you were saying that when you need, you go for it. You know, I have done this land access, land management thing before. Once people see that you're developing some high-level thing, they will buy lands around the area at the current price and then keep it for... So when you need it, at the time you need it, the price will go up seriously for a hub. So you take it now, you pay for it, the owners or whoever receives it saves and make money out of that, and then the land is used for its intended purpose. After all, if the land is not used and it belongs to government, government can always lease it back to the people. But the land must work for the people. You see, the land cannot just be fallow. I mean, fallow land is okay, but it must also work for the people.
I see.
Yeah.
So will the hub sit on a 20,000 acre land, including a wetland, or it will sit on a 13,000 acre land?
The hub itself.
No, I mean the entire project. Don't look at the machinery of the hub, but the entire project.
The entire project will sit on the 13,000 acres. The remaining 6,000 or so acres would be developed into, will be protected, so to speak. You can develop that into tourist attraction areas. So you can work with the Ministry of Tourism to develop something out of the wetland. And wetlands are a source of, you know, you can even get carbon credit out of managing the wetland and then all those things. So the intention is not to deprive the people of Jomoro from their lands. No, that is not the intention. The intention is to have a place to develop it into higher value economic activity that in all likelihood will benefit the people of the area, and then we take it from there. So